What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out a 2020 STI and maybe one of the last STIs with an EG in it. Who knows? So let's just go for a ride. First thing off the bat, the exhaust sounds a little bit louder from factory. It's got more of a deep throaty rumble. The infotainment is just a little bit different than the 18. It looks a little nicer. We're driving in the intelligent mode right now, and it seems to be like just the economy car, real calm, collective. I remember the 15s when it first came out. The Sport and the Sport Sharp were just like really touchy, so you didn't get a good throttle feel. And I think they've actually really done a good job with that on the newer models. I think they're still refining the 6 speed in the car. Each generation it seems to get smoother and smoother. Cruising for a few minutes in it. I think they've actually done a lot of stuff with the Subaru. You get more than rumbles, you get vibrations, interior noise, everything's plastic. I think they kind of refined that. I don't hear as much, just rattles throughout the car, so that's a big improvement. The Subaru STI is just hard to beat for the bang for the buck. It's a lot of car with what it can do in different fields and more than one type of racing. And it's just, I don't know, there's something about them. It's not a really fast car. It's not a lot, but it does a lot of things well, like driving in the winter, driving through all kinds of conditions, and you can track it, you can drag race it, you can autocross it, you can hit the back roads, canyon roads, the list just goes on and on. And I think that's why it's stuck around as long as it has, and why they haven't really changed it. You don't change the wheel, reinvent the wheel, as they say, so why would you change anything about the STI? This model comes with 310 horsepower, a whopping 5 horsepower over the previous model. And they put the RA short block in this model, so it's supposed to have upgraded like wrist pins, a little stronger rods, and a couple of fixes to hopefully prevent what the previous EJs had failures for. So we'll just see as the model progresses and people bought them, see how far they go and see if they don't have the failures or common problems that these motors have. All right guys, we're checking out the outside of the 2020 STI, and there's some improvements for 2020. They actually updated these little bezels around where the fog light would be. Now it's like a real nice painted black. It actually looks like the black on the STI, and then it has like the carbon fiber kind of print in it, and it looks like it's opened up more of a duct now. Another change to the 2020 model is they actually polished half of the spokes on the wheels, and it's not just all the same color. I don't know if I really like it or not, but it looked bad in some pictures I've seen. In person, it actually doesn't look too bad. So I guess if you wanted to, you could just paint it. And I think they changed up at the center of the wheel too, because it looks a little bit different. But it just might be where they machined this. Other than that, those two little things, everything else is about the same. I think on the 2020 models, now they actually all come with push start. I think the key is not an option anymore, which I think is a good thing, because once, from having the base on the key, you'd have to, when you get back here and it doesn't have a keyhole, then you got to go up there, but now you can just hit the button. The STI has a lot of storage space, and I really like that every one of them now is actually just coming with the key fob. And if you have the key fob in your pocket, you can unlock it, walk up to the door, lock it from out here, unlock it by putting your hand back in there, and then open it up and checking it out. This one does not have the Recaro option. It just has your standard STI seats and your red seat belts. Only thing I've seen they changed in the inside is the radio interface. It just looks a little updated compared to the 2018, and has a little better user interface. All right guys, in my 2018 STI, they still haven't fixed this problem. Red seat belt, black seat belt, red seat belt. It's just a little pet peeve. I'm just like, why would you not have them all the same color? On this model, it comes with a carbon fiber Subaru overlay for the back, which I think looks really good. It's actually an upgrade. This one also has the STI short throw shifter and then the upgraded shift knob too. I wouldn't pay for the Subaru option because it's like, I think it's a $150 shift knob, but if it comes with the package that you get, then that's cool. I wouldn't add it on because it isn't that much better than the stock one. Really do like the steering wheel. They put a really nice material on there. It really feels good in the hand. And I mean, Subaru's just got a good layout. Everything is real easy to get to, easy to use. And like I said, it's just a hard to beat car overall. You can do so much with the car. I mean, daily drive it, throw your golf clubs in the back, throw anything you want in the back, and it's just a real daily friendly car. With the new internals, I guess we can wait and see what we can push out of these engines and push them to failure and see where to stop and see if they actually fixed all the issues with the previous model and go from there. Hopefully they did. Like I said, this might be one of the last EJ's STIs. I think next year they are actually going to put an FA in a STI. So hopefully we'll see. I look forward to any improvements Subaru's going to make, more horsepower, hopefully. Subaru, if you're listening, we want more horsepower. Don't kick the guy out of the room in the meeting that says more horsepower. So let's hop back in. We'll go through the cruise, get a little twisties, and I'll give y'all some feedback on that. All right guys, we're gonna just take it through some corners, easy. The car's only at like 56 miles, and it's a buddy's at Subaru's that actually let us, he just bought it and picked it up and is gonna let us do a review on it. After the car gets 1,000 miles on it, we'll get the car back and actually do like a good drive. But until it gets that 1,000 miles on it, break-in period, we're just gonna cruise in it and try to tell you what we think is improved and go from there. And like I said, I think they've really tried to redefine the inside of the cabin, because you do not hear anything like you heard in the previous STIs. I mean, you just hear a lot of rattles and stuff like that. And I think they've redefined like the shifting and stuff like that, because it really feels smooth. It's not as notchy as the previous models. And like I said, it maybe worked on the ride, because I know my 18 STI, like around 40 miles an hour, it had this like weird hop to it, like going down the road. With the EJ, it just feels like it's going to be the end of the era. The car industry now, like, you know, we got a lot of cars that make big power numbers and still get 30 miles to the gallon. And the EJ just can't do that. So I think it's just the end of an era for the EJ Subarus. And the FAs are just taking over strong. And the technology behind those engines, I think, is going to take Subaru, far into the future. And they're making 500 wheel out of FA 2.4s now on like hybrid cross track builds. So I think that's the future, and it's a good look for I would like to mod these up to 500 horse without doing a lot. So we got a lot to look forward to coming from Subaru. Our future looks bright, and like I said, guys, we're going to pick this car back up after he gets full broke in and oil change, and I'll give you updates then. And y'all go ahead, if you like this video, subscribe down low. Don't forget to go subscribe to Forum Driven Media's channel. He helps me with all this video and does all the editing and stuff. And go follow us on Instagram too. Don't forget to hit that little notification bell. And if you're looking for a new car, check out Wyatt Johnson Subaru, Hyundai, and Mazda. And tell them TK Auto Works sent you, and get $250 off a new car or used. So y'all guys have fun. It's been real. See you in the next episode. Peace.